Hello to all my friends out there. Here we are again. So this is going to be a little chat. I'm just going to chat about some various things. I hope everyone is doing okay. Okay, I wanted to mention something about the tea. I don't use bottled water in my tea because I microwave it for 10 minutes. So, it's like boiling your water. And so then I buy the tea at Dollar Tree, and I can get by with just one bag. And that is going to give me 4 cups of tea. And then earlier today, I froze this. This is banana bread that I made. I have a good recipe. The reason it's a good recipe is because it doesn't have very many ingredients, so you don't have to, it's still a little bit frozen, so it's not expensive to make. Here it is. Okay, you can use butter, you can use margarine, you can use shortening. I don't see why you couldn't use pancake mix in this. You can use any fruit, you can use applesauce, you can make cooked fruit. I didn't use nuts. See what an easy, and so it's easily made. Okay, so now one thing I want to mention is we are not helpless. Okay, in football, a good defense is a lot of times going to win you your game. So it's just like this with the coronavirus. We want to be defensive. We don't want to get the coronavirus. One of the things that was really just upset me to death is no toilet paper. I cannot stand the idea of having no toilet paper. But I mentioned to you that I worked at, see how fast it's ready. I worked in low-end shops, and there was never any paper or pencils. I mean, at the time, I would buy like 10 pens for $1, and what was the big deal about pencils? And I always have a bunch of notebooks, and this could be tied in with paper pulp. So I would say it might be a good idea to, what I'm doing is I'm starting to prepare for the second wave now. So, okay, I want to mention something about helplessness. Okay, say let's call these tools. Okay, you're going to protect yourself. Yes. I'll leave it to your imagination. I think I would go for the head myself. The back of the head preferably. Yes. It's barbaric, but if someone tries to attack us, and and then, yes. Okay, you guys, you got the idea? Okay, now, I actually had pneumonia. Yes, I did. And I had a bad pneumonia too. I got toxic shock. They tried to tell me it was from tampons. I said, you're full of you-know-what. It was from the D&C I had. I went to the hospital. This was another time when I was deathly ill. My roommate had pneumonia. Guess what? I got pneumonia. It took me a month to get over it. Yes, but I did get over it. Now, the coronavirus is an infectious disease caused by a new virus. It is spread by droplets from coughs and sneezes. Within 14 days, respiratory problems can happen, and you can die and get kidney failure, and you're not going to, just like pneumonia. So you don't want to come in close personal contact with people who have the coronavirus. Let me take this out. This is not looking nice. But hey, someone breaks in here, hey. Okay. So I've had pneumonia before. It was really bad. A long time ago, it would kill you. So what you want to do is you want to get help immediately if you start getting any of the symptoms. Okay, in the middle of January, I got sick, and I was really sick for a month. I laid around for a month, but I recovered pretty well. And at the time when I was sick, I took steps to protect myself. So just like this, we want to be defensive and we want to protect ourselves from getting sick. Okay, like the pioneers, you want to guard yourself against your enemy, and they would form a wagon train. And the people would be on the inside, and they would try to keep the enemy outside. And that's the same thing like us. We're inside, guarding against the enemy on the outside, which is an infectious disease caused by droplets and sneezes. Chances are, if you're not around droplets and sneezes or surfaces that they're on, you're not going to catch it. So you're not going to do anything to let your enemy get strong. That means, subject yourself to the infection. One of the things, standing in lines are out. If you have to get something, jet in and out. Masks and gloves are essential, but now no one can get any. I even heard there was a shortage in nursing homes, which is unspeakable. Here, the poor people are confined to the nursing home, and the nurses don't have any darn masks and gloves. Okay, so if you don't have any masks and gloves, you're going to get a turtleneck sweater, and you're going to pull it up over your nose and your mouth, mittens or cleaning gloves. And you're going to wash your hands and your body. Okay. Or you can use a scarf to cover your mouth. And so anyway, one of the things that can help is keeping your dwelling clean of dust, because dust harbors microbes, trash, dirty clothes, insects, and spiders. I heard a lot of times after, some kind of events of some type, spiders seem to crop up. If you do get a spider bite, hopefully you have some medicinal charcoal. You just mix it with water and put it on. I don't have any. I'm trying to get some. Take vitamin C. One of the things I do is I have these, and I also have, vitamin C and vitamins. Balanced diet, which we went over. It doesn't have to be, the perfect meal. It just has to be a decent meal. And clean water. I just got back from filling my water. I fill it for 20 cents a gallon. Okay, so now you need enough resources. If you don't have work, call 211. Get welfare, unemployment. Call all the churches in your area and find the pantries and go. And don't let other people deter you from doing what you need to do to secure help. Try to avoid letting small problems get big. Like, okay, I had five empty gallons of water. Usually I only let it go until 2, so I didn't want all the water I have going dry. It's better to take care of it right away. This stuff is good. Okay. It's tasty with tea. All right. Now, I was thinking, okay, self-isolation is like house arrest. It's exactly like house arrest. The only thing is that we're voluntarily staying in the house. In their case, they have an ankle bracelet and they can't leave the house, or they go to jail. They're letting a lot of the criminals out because the virus was spreading around in the jail. So what you're going to do is like as if you were in jail. It's just one day at a time. You don't want to think about the whole damn thing stretching ahead of you, because it's a lot. But if you approach it just for like today, trying to make the most of this, we're stuck in the house. What can we do? Oh, I'm so bored. Now, me, I usually walk 2 hours a day, so I am miserable. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing exercises in the house. I'm doing the feng shui, and in order to do that, you have to spotlessly clean your house. So I've been doing a lot of housework, which is another thing I hate. But, the house is getting cleaner. I'm working on the food, the stockpile. I'm going through my food, and because the food is very essential. If this thing goes on and people have not been diligent with their food, it could play out very badly. That's why I'm saying try to get food now if you're unemployed or if it's looking bad. Like me, when I was sick, I didn't wait around. If I waited around, I didn't know what was going to happen. It's stupid. Acquire your resources now while there are some. Things might get very bad. We don't know. No one knows what's going to happen. I'm working on a rooftop garden, and I'm taking seeds out of my food. Now, you want to do that. And in my opinion, it'd be smart to try and figure out an indoor garden. I'm trying to figure that out. I did try it, and it wasn't successful, but I did have a little success on my balcony. But I'm still trying to do the indoor garden. Okay, I do eBay. So if you need money and you have a bunch of junk around the house, why not try to sell it and get some money? Or the swap meet. Now, the swap meet is a little dangerous right now, but it could be done. Keep your laundry done up or in bags. And cooking. Okay, what I decided to do is cook more food from scratch since I'm home anyway and it's cheaper. Okay, I was researching the 7 trumpets in the book of Revelations for many years, and I think I got to the bottom of what I think it means. And I posted a video on my Instagram if you want to see it. Okay, the thrift stores, if you can believe it, are closed down. Okay, what the thrift stores did is they started selling their stuff on eBay. And the eBay was really created by small sellers. And a lot of times they got their stuff at thrift stores. So now, their stores aren't open, and it's kind of like karma. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to plan the next 3 months. I'm not going, okay, for all I know, I can still be in this self-isolation for 3 months. So what am I going to do? Well, for one thing, I want to do is how can I earn money in my dwelling, This whole time I could have done eBay. You can go to the post office. I didn't want to because I didn't want to expose myself to any sneezes or droplets. But when they lift the isolation, then I could. Also, I was worried the people pay first on eBay. And I thought, wow, what if someone pays me and I can't get the item to them for some reason? Because, they just kept changing the isolation thing. So what I want to do is figure out how I can work from home. Okay, if you're in the same boat, maybe you could do a YouTube channel. A lot of people have a lot of interesting hobbies and things to say to people. Find ways to exercise. So what I'll be doing is doing my exercising inside. Okay, if you're really tight for money, you might want to find roommates or become one. Sell things to generate cash. And then this is the one I'm doing. Cut consumption of everything drastically. So that's one of the things, that I'm doing. Okay, so as of right now, I'm preparing for the second wave. Food, water, and toilet paper. Transportation. Okay, now this could play out in a very bad way and turn into a famine. Okay, if there is a famine, it weakens the body and it makes it easier to acquire infections, often leading to death. So you don't want to get into a famished condition. And people should know these signs: blood in the stool, diarrhea, abdominal pain, fever, and anemia. And then if it plays out further, lower fertility, poor living conditions, and few income options. The most dangerous is children and pregnant women. It is considered a public health emergency. So let's just put it out there. What we're in right now is a public health emergency, but it could play out a whole lot worse with all these unemployed people. So if that is you, you want to say to yourself, there is no way I'm letting this thing play out any worse than it already is. Okay, now this is about self-isolation. Why is solitary confinement so bad? Okay, like if you're really a bad criminal, you're just the worst, they're going to give you solitary confinement. A lot of people are by themselves, confined in the house. A lot of older people like to go to church, can't do that anymore. It causes anguish, provokes serious mental and physical health problems, and it works against rehabilitation for juveniles. Young people are still developing. Traumatic experiences like solitary confinement may have a profound effect on their chance to rehabilitate and grow. Okay, these young people with dysfunctional homes, they're trapped in that home. They can't even get out and go to school. It's very bad. Okay, now social isolation for the elderly. Loneliness and related health problems such as cognitive decline, depression, and heart disease. So it's nothing but bad. But it's nothing but bad if you catch pneumonia too. So what we're going to have to do is like take it day by day and figure out what we can do to prepare for the second wave. And then when the second wave, and how to prevent ever getting in a famished condition, like starving, like that. And I think the best bet is to get basic food and cook your food from scratch. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.